Mana last participant, Rojit Abhraham from SmoovieIN. Welcome to the show, Rohit.
I'm representing an idea called SmoovieIN, which stands for smart, the smart and the smooth way of moving into town. Over a decade of experience in real estate, one of the things that I came to realize is I came across a statistic which said that even though we had 19 million shortage of houses, we had 12 million homes vacant. Why? Because these 12 million homes were owned by people who were investors and who were not keen to rent them out and bring them into the market because the pain of renting is very harsh. First of all, getting the right person who will take care of your house is difficult. Secondly, the amount of money for which you're taking so much of risk is very minimal. On the other hand, another gap I found in the market is nobody is developing a product for actually the demographic dividend of India, which is our young adults, especially people who start working from the age of 22 and get married and before they get kids. That's because when Indians are single or just got married, they generally plan to buy a house which is ready for kids. So basically, my idea is not just purely an online idea, but rather an offline idea, which is to create a REIT, which will a real estate investment trust that will create dedicated homes for single adults, and will get in investors who were anyway investing in real estate to invest in this particular product, which I will manage for a fee, and they will get greater returns because single adults on a per square feet basis pay a higher rental than what families pay on a per square feet basis. I've already started making some flexi homes, which basically give a person, the people who are living in one bedrooms, the flexibility of having a very composite, composite house which can flex for more people coming in. The overall benefit I want to bring to society is that young adults should live the same way that they, in the same standard of living that they would get at their home. A real estate investment trust basically acts as a front for investors who want to generate a continuous stream of income from real estate. So it basically owns and manages assets. For investors who have basically invested in its stock, which is listed on an exchange, and it generates the leverage that is required to buy that asset. It manages the asset, generates the rent, and basically it's hands-off property owning.
What are the REIT regulatory environment in India right now?
So the regulatory environment earlier used to be tough because one of the things is when you buy property and then you transfer it off to a REIT, a trust, you get capital gains. So
correct.
Right now that is basically being removed, and it's going to happen. REITs are the future of real estate. The point at where I am right now, basically I need somebody to believe in testing out this idea, an early investor, and basically when the regulation comes in.
Have you identified the properties? Have you identified the locations?
So there are a couple of properties right now that my old fund basically owns. We can look at that, as well as so the idea for me was basically to reduce the inefficiencies in real estate development. So one of the big inefficiencies in real estate development is the amount of time it goes to get approvals to make a large scale project. Now that's losing money for equity at about 26%. So if I have 100 rupees and after getting approval, I'm basically getting my 100 rupees as deducted to 76 rupees. Or my 100 has gone up to 126 worth of investment I've already put in without any returns. So if I target plots which are already residential in prime areas, and by prime areas I mean areas which are going to be where metro stations are, which young adults would prefer, and buy plots which are let me say less than an acre in size, and build studio and single bedrooms out there, that would be ideally suited where I could do that. But to come back to your question, I presently can purchase certain homes which are in prime areas suitable for young adults from my existing fund in Chennai.
So you're not going to construction right now. Unna dabbulto meeru unna apartments ni kondam anukuntunnaru.
Yeah, so construction is anyway something which will have to be done, but it's not a big challenge.
Are you, do you already have properties which are ready to move in that you have in hand?
No, right now I have not, because as you understand, there's a substantial amount of equity required for this.
Then what is the quantum of fund that you are looking to set for this?
100 crores, sir.
So yeah, it will be a substantial amount of this thing. I still haven't put a number to it, but I'm using this platform basically to reach out. If people are interested, or if any of you are interested, we could talk about it.
What is the quantum? 100 crores, 1000 crores? What
You
is
can easily assume, to just test out the idea, you would require at least 10 crores. Because you basically will go and buy, you wouldn't get into development right away. You'll basically go and buy some bulk properties
Which are already built.
which are means if you're already built, then basically it will be hard for you to
10
bargain.
crores came vastundamma, em raadu. 10 crores came. I mean, you can't test out a real estate idea like that in 10 crores.
No, madam, 10 crores is a substantial amount of money in today's industry, because a very large number of developers are suffering right now from cash crunch, which is why projects are getting delayed substantially, and the government is not very keen to to give money to developers. What's it called? Because they want to reduce the exposure of banks towards developers. So 10 crores is a substantial amount of money, I can tell you that.
So Rohit, you are all alone right now, or you are with somebody, some partner?
So right now, as the company, I'm alone, but I have other people who are interested.
Okay.
They will come on board. They have very good backgrounds in real estate,
Okay.
and they will come on board the moment things start shaping up.
Okay. Is this any other state, somebody in Mumbai or some place they're doing?
No, they are everybody's based here.
No.
in Hyderabad.
Anybody similar job they're doing it somewhere else?
So
what is the idea?
So there is, on a small scale, everywhere working hostels, but that's not what I am proposing. I am proposing because the quality of life in a single person's hostel is far lesser than what you have at home.
How much it will cost a guy who wanted to?
So
rental.
my target rental I'm
Rental,
looking
yes.
at is somewhere between 11 to 15,000 rupees in an area which will take you like say within 5 to 6 kilometers to the IT hubs, which is the prime generator of jobs in.
So have you done enough research on that available, the real estate available there?
Real estate availability is, like I said, there is a dearth of real estate which is targeted at this particular thing. So the primary investors who will come now will basically, we will look at areas where there are 1 bedrooms and studios apart, which developers are building, trying to buy it out in bulk, and then we will go into development when the time is right.
It's basically a good idea. I mean, you probably try to understand what the judges have really complimented you on this. Well, we will be there to need any guidance from us.
Sure.
There's a real estate field, like we have some mentors to come and talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.